Good evening and welcome to Be Mindful, the place where we discuss stress and anxiety in a fun and understandable way. I am just sipping my good old ginger lemon tea, and when I mention the words stress, anxiety, discomfort, or unease, what goes on inside of you? What do you think about? What emotions are maybe spiked? In our society, stress, unease, anxiety, and so on has this negative connotation. We, in general, run away from stress. When things get too heated, we would like to discard mission, abort mission, and go on our way and make sure that this discomfort, that uncomfortable situation or feeling is over as soon as possible. This is reflected in a lot of areas and a lot of things that go on in our society. When people feel that there's too much to do, too much deadlines, not enough time, well, they run away from this, right? We party in the weekends. This is pure escapism, and almost everyone in our society has accepted this fact. Think it's normal to live for the weekend. TGIF and all these other things. That is very common, but this is escapism. We drink alcohol to numb the stress, to numb the discomfort. We smoke cigarettes, we smoke weed, maybe do other crazy things to escape reality, but of course reality hits harder than a sledgehammer on Monday because you're back off to work, all right? And another example is that a lot of people with stress, and don't get me wrong, I totally get that in a longer term of high stress, that people have burnouts. This is an existing thing. This is reality. But to prescribe 2 months off of work because you are overstressed and overworked is for me something that I don't fully grasp yet. And let me tell you why. This is actually about the concept of the lobster. The Lobster Principle in stress. The lobster, we all know it. It's a very special creature, right? It has this big hard shell. It has these 2 big claws. So it's actually pretty protected, right? From predators and other animals. It's pretty good how it is. But there is one problem. The lobster is constrained. It is limited in its space, right? Because there's only this hard shell. This hard shell is not elastic. It's not growing with. When the lobster inside of the shell is growing and growing and growing, guess what happens? The shell is not moving, right? So what actually happens is that the pressure is building up more and more inside of the shell because the soft tissue of the lobster is growing and growing until it cannot bear the pressure anymore. It will, and I'll include somewhere here in this video a really cool fragment of the lobster doing that, but it actually will discard and break open its own shell, the old shell that is now too small, and it will get out of there and it will get a new one. It will make a new shell. So what is the actual lesson that I want to teach here? Well, it's looking at the example of the lobster. It's actually needing more and more space, right? It's growing inside. The soft tissue needs more room, but it is confined in its own shell, just as we humans are confined within our persona, within our self-image. But we cannot keep going on like this if we want to move forward, if we want to keep getting better in life. So what happens? The lobster breaks open its shell, discards it. It's rubbish right now. We cannot use it anymore. It's too small. And it gets a new one. So what I want to say is that the pressure that we feel in our lives, the stress, the discomfort that we can feel when things are happening at once, when we get challenged in life, well, that is actually a call for us to expand our shell. We have to grow and use that pressure as a real growth factor. So when we look at stress, discomfort, unease, anxiety, in that light a little bit more, we can actually transform that into something beneficial for us. We can use that to grow. We can use that to voluntarily expose ourselves to factors, to more extreme factors that will make us uncomfortable in the first place, yes, but eventually we will get a new and bigger shell that is ready for even more challenges. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the little bell notification next to it if you want to see more videos and be on the spot when I got new videos released. Thank you for watching again, and see you next time.